There's lots of accusations against me. There's lots of slander against me, misinformation, I would call it, against me. And I've seen the same misinformation and lies told about Israel since I come here last time. Yeah. So in 2016, I come here and I paid some young Arab Muslims to take me to a Fatah-controlled refugee camp in Bethlehem. I went there and I spent time with this 4th generation refugee. And he explained to me that my children would be 5th generation, theirs will be 6th generation, theirs will be 7th generation. Never fund free Palestine. He said, never fund free Palestine. And I said, why? He said, because the money doesn't come to us. And I said, okay, who's oppressing you? When I said to him, who's oppressing you? I expected him to say State of Israel. And he said the Palestinian Authority. I didn't know much about the Palestinian Authority. Yeah. So I said, what do you mean? And as we were walking through the camp, this woman blew up a bus. He called her a martyr. So we have a totally different opinion on these people. But he said she's a martyr, he's a martyr. And then I understood, which he explained, that these people lived on the camp. Yeah. And then he explained that if they leave the camp and they kill an Israeli, they then get money for the rest of their life. The equivalent of, if a school teacher's on £1,500 a month, equivalent of, they get 8 times that wage, which shocked me. Yeah? It really shocked me. And then I said, so the Palestinian Authority pay them. So if someone leaves this camp, a Muslim, and goes and kills a Jew, and he corrected me. He said, no, an Israeli. I said, what do you mean? Like, doesn't have to be a Jew. It just has to be an Israeli. Yeah? So I thought, so that's the pay for slay. Now I know what's paid for slay. But they're rewarded. So then I looked up the Palestinian Authority. And I saw that the Palestinian Authority was funded by us, the British taxpayer. And it shocked the hell out. Because the British audience don't know this. Yeah? There's lots we don't know. But we would not know. And many who have just seen our government recognise the state of Palestine, rewarding October 7th attacks, but not just rewarding them, but recognising a state that still have a policy that they will use the money, not to build hospitals or education, but to pay people to go and kill Israelis. So that was a shock for me as I walked around the camp. And as I said, I left that camp wanting to give them money. And the gentleman explained that they've had 2 times as much money as Germany after the World War, and they could all be living in villas. But instead they dig tunnels and buy weapons.